Welcome back to Dragon Ball Super's review. After a rather exhausting fight, Toppo finally made it to the bench. Even though he inherited the God of Destruction's abilities, he still couldn't match Vegeta's strength and the pride of Saiyan. Well, let it be then, because now only Jiren remains to represent Universe 11, but that doesn't seem to be a problem at all.
It's stunning you could find so much power without sacrificing your ideals.
Just being the only remaining fighter doesn't mean Jiren will give up, guys. No, he even released an aura and energy that was even greater than before. Crazy. He really has a lot of power. Even the aura that Jiren released was responded with worry by everyone in the opposing camp. Damn. But luckily, Universe 7 is indeed a place for veteran fighters. Seeing Jiren exert his power, yes, they were also worried, but still did not flinch. Even Vegeta, who had just gone through a tough fight, still stepped forward and wanted to serve the powerhouse. This was indeed a bit inappropriate because it was made by a big ego. Luckily, Goku and Android 17 did not stay silent.
Don't you shrug me off! The idiot!
And now, let's see what kind of composition happens here. Okay, Jiren, who lives alone, but with super huge energy as if he has never fought even once. Meanwhile, his opponents are two Super Saiyan Blue in their developments, plus Android with unlimited stamina. Sounds like Universe 7 is superior? No, not at all. Jiren is still the most formidable. Speaking of fighting, sometimes there are strong enemies that can be defeated with the right strategy. Goku and Android 17 now have a plan to make that happen, but then again, it will all be in vain if the opponent is truly far above their level. Hell yeah, Jiren is truly like a thick wall that cannot be climbed. No matter what strategy they use, Universe 7's efforts are in vain.
It isn't working!
So, that's the harsh reality. Without a miracle, it seems there's no longer any factor that can make Universe 7 defeat Jiren. Now the trio of fighters even bombarded their opponents with their respective blasts. The result? It's still sad, guys. Instead of losing, Jiren counterattacked and knocked them all out at once. Damn, what kind of monster is this? But that's the biggest challenge that comes from Universe 11. If the 7th wants to survive, that monster must be defeated first. See ya!
How are Goku and the others supposed to compete?
Back again with Dragon Ball Super's review. The Tournament of Power has entered its final round. Now there are only 4 fighters left from the 7th universe and only 1 from the 11th universe. Man, but that one opponent is truly formidable, more than a mountain. Just one Jiren and Goku and his friends are defeated and almost eliminated. Jiren is truly a single threat that cannot be overcome by numbers, guys.
He's a beast.
In fact, in Universe 7, there's one fighter who acts as an anomaly and is perfect for launching surprise attacks. Yeah, who else but Frieza? So far, he's managed to eliminate several opponents from various universes, guys. But still, in front of Jiren, it's all useless. Golden Frieza was defeated badly. It wasn't even enough to provide any longer entertainment.
You should be grateful to your ally.
What Jiren did finally made many viewers curious. How could he be that strong? What kind of past did he have? In short, he was just a child who survived a big massacre. After that, he was raised and taught by a master named Gicchin. But then Jiren's revenge attempt on the main enemy failed, his friends disappeared, and Gicchin was also killed. From there, Jiren began to be motivated by absolute power, where he had to be truly very strong and not need to depend on others.
After that, his view of the world changed. He gave up trusting anyone.
So with such a dark past, what response did Jiren get? Android 17 was the one who listened while standing still. He also had a unique past where he was once a killing machine, only to improve after that. Only for Android 17, what motivated Jiren was very interesting. Behind his always cold and seemingly heartless demeanor, it turns out he was still very human. They seemed somewhat alike in this regard.
Fascinating.
So that's what you'll wish for.
Well, looking at the developments with what Jiren and Android 17 are doing, what can Goku and Vegeta do? Man, basically nothing. The two Saiyans are still defenseless from the previous attack. If they don't recover soon, then they'll be the easiest targets. Trust me.
Damn it!
Then, sure enough, in anger, Jiren really targeted Goku and Vegeta, who were weak. This is a bad scenario for Universe 7, because those two are one of the biggest sources of power. Imagine if there were no Saiyans and their miracles. This tournament will really be won by Universe 11. And yes, this is where Android 17 took a heroic action, guys. With determination, he finally sacrificed himself. He gave protection and a little time for the two Saiyans. Man, what a drama. Yes, drama between Android 17 and Jiren.
Which means that he actually eliminated himself.
After a bit of drama regarding what Android 17 has done, now the Tournament of Power is entering its final, more tense minutes. Well, there's a representative from the 7th universe who is powerless there. Meanwhile, Jiren still looks dashing without any significant resistance. This is where Vegeta reappears. He knows that his power is exhausted and can only fight in his normal form. But never mind. Sometimes there's a time to fight for the pride of Saiyans.
You can't. Your confidence is pissing me off.
Once again, what made Vegeta keep attacking Jiren? Well, after all, he had a firm promise with Kaba, and that also included the hopes of his family on Earth. There was something he wanted to protect, even if it was just a small life in the vastness of the universe. Of course, Jiren found this a little ridiculous, but that's what happened.
Now one more has fallen, and yet you still intend to stop me?
Friends, despite all this, Vegeta still has a human side that sometimes seems more real than Goku. We don't even see a single Chi-Chi flashback throughout the Tournament of Power. But Bulma, yes, that's the main fuel, and even the source of the prince's tears. Man, it's been a long time since we've seen tears like this. It's something to miss.
Bulma, Kappa, I'm sorry.
And after everything was considered to have reached its peak, what did Vegeta do as a final resistance? The final flash, of course. But then again, unfortunately, this finisher rarely gives victory, especially when it comes to defeating Jiren. No, that won't happen. So that's how it is. In the end, Vegeta lost. He was out.
Vegeta!
That's it. In the end, the prince became the next fighter from Universe 7 to be eliminated. But before that, he managed to give the rest of his energy to Goku. Yeah, their relationship is unique. They may seem like eternal rivals, but they still help each other. Okay, fight on, Goku. Make good use of what Vegeta has given you.